Hey guys, what's cracking? Cardfight here, coming at you with the next episode of Divinez Season 3 Deluxe Arc. And this is episode 3, and Yep. We're on to the tournament, finally. I'm not gonna lie, episode 1, really cool, slice of life stuff. Got to meet some characters, really cute moments. Episode 2 gave us a really sweet introductory fight with Vaserug, and it kind of posed the fundamental question of why do you play Vanguard. So it's also profound, right? It's a fantastic introduction. But now today, we officially get into the meat and potatoes of the arc. We're gonna get into the tournament fights themselves, and what a great way to start it. We've got GUI versus Mirei right up the bat against each other, which also, ergo, means that we got Sephiroth reveal stacking up against the reveal of Asagara Oxaya. Two very noteworthy retrains that we have been salivating over. The latter, especially for me, people over there at this point are like, okay, so Captain Asagara is, gonna have to buy the body pail after this, right? Right. That's my popular demand. I have not just Noir, but also my work outfit. Yes, this is my work outfit. That's why I'm in suit and tie. How are we doing, Noir?
Doing pretty good. I have heard a lot of good things going to this. Thankfully, no spoilers, but I have heard very, very high praise for this episode, so I am freaking hyped.
Good, yeah, same here. I just love that because of the backdrop of sort of disappointment with the premiere being delayed and the whole Start of Entertainment thing, that the quality of this really spoke for itself, right? Thus far, episode 1 was really great despite there being no real major fight, right? I mean, two is just like I was flabbergasted by some of the animation and stuff, and Kagetsu's so amazing. So if this is continuing that tempo, dude, we are in for an effing treat. But before we get started a little bit, I just want to kind of get our theories out here about what we think they're going to do. Just quick little snippets. We don't have to go into a whole dissertation over, right? Because I mean, we don't want to stay here for 20 minutes. My basic theory is that Bob Sagada is going to principally have the keep the main abilities of retire the opponent's rear guards and getting crit, but if you guys have seen a community post, my community post, not that long ago, a few weeks ago, I think, or it might have actually been a month by this point, I posted my idea on what Boss Sagada would do, along with some custom cards, including a new Violord and a couple arms cards, right? And the main thing that I did with that Boss Sagada is, in addition to being treated as the original Boss Sagada, I gave her an effect to swap arms cards during the end phase. Now, I think the whole during the end phase thing can be kind of debatable, but I just like the idea of Boss Sagada being able to actually arm herself with a weapon. That was one thing that was kind of funny, is that she was very dependent on everyone else doing that for her, including you, the player. She doesn't really do it for herself, right? So I think that would be really cool because it kind of adds in the toolbox bit here, right? Now, in addition to that, I gave a new Violord, which gave a lot of crit pressure. The reason why I went with that direction was because I don't want any multi-attack from this deck, so I would be very disappointed if there was multi-attack here, because I feel like we're sort of taking the easy way out with Boss Sagada's card design. But I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing ever they took it that way. It just kind of depends on the implemented as well, right? And then a couple of new arms cards. One uses energy, and then the other one kind of bounces cards back, so you can kind of get more resource loops going on, right? It kind of adds to the whole I guess you would call cyclical nature that Boss Sagada has going on, which is kind of an interesting idea about these two cards, right? Because they're both sort of cyclical in nature, it feels like, because one's the whole idea of regrowth from, because they were both bad guy decks, and now they're good guy decks, and Griffo Gila literally regrew into Sephiroth Gila, right?
Bad guy deck. Two final boss decks that are now going up against each other, because Mirei was technically the final boss of Overdress Season 2.
100%.
He was the final boss of World Dress Season 3, so we got two final bosses going at it again.
Yeah, and I mean, you could even go a step further with that, Noir, and say that they're they're sort of series bosses, final bosses. Oh, yeah. Because the Overdress paradigm ended with her, and the Will Dress paradigm ended with GUI, so now we're in the Divinez paradigm, and there they are.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, when you think about it, that's what it is, right? So it's kind of startling that way. As for Sephiroth Gila, I think Noir could probably take the wheel here, because my only real thing with it is I hope it builds energy from actually riding, because getting cucked on the energy generator mechanic, I mean, I guess they don't even technically have to ride, they just need to find a way to get you energy generated through an effect, and then just get you energy. But that's my only complaint. From there, I don't think it will do an OT thing, because I think the idea of activating the OT from Drawn to the Life Force of Cray was a very antagonistic evil guy thing, and we're not bad guy anymore, we're good guys, so I don't think we're gonna force activate OTs. But what it does from there, I don't know, maybe it gets grades, maybe it gets grades and it becomes the legendary mythical, grade 20 or whatever. I don't know. So take it away from here. What do you think's gonna happen?
So, well, for one thing, based on the fact that we got new arts for Dragon Tree markers reflecting Sephiroth Gila, that tells us we're definitely still getting Dragon Tree markers. I'm assuming we're still going to keep the Dragon Tree marker playstyle going.
Huge.
But I have a feeling that given the lore perspective of Griffo Gila powering itself up by absorbing energy and for it to become stronger. But now Sephiogila gives energy to others. Now I foresee this being maybe a little bit of bias, but I foresee it being kind of similar to the V-Series Messiah, and that like the Vanguard itself won't have as much pressure now. Now instead it's all about buffing the rear guards instead. Maybe we'll have multi-attack, maybe we won't, but at the very least we're definitely going to be having a lot more of a rear guard centric focus as opposed to Griffogila, who got like 5k for every Dragon Tree marker on the
you know, and interestingly enough, you bring up like V-Series Messiah, Alter Ego brought back cards for the drop zone, right? And Harmonix brought for the deck, so maybe we have something like that with Griffogila here, where it's literally regrowing its board, because that's the whole thing. We're thinking of regrowing a redemption. So yeah, I mean, you're kind of cooking there, Noir. I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of cooking.
Now you mentioned it, yeah. Imagine if like for each Dragon, like for a Dragon Tree marker, like at the start of the turn or something, at the start of the turn or start of the main phase, you can like call a Wretch or something, like a Dragon Tree Wretch or something, as to show it's regrowing.
Oh, and then like Pop Saga like destroys it because it's Dragon Empire. Yeah, and then Griffin gets like, I regrow, ho, and then it's like it's gonna have this back and forth thing. Oh, that's it. God, this is gonna be such a good match. It really is. You can just feel the synergy there. And I think it's also sort of interesting that because she's going to be playing Dragon Empire, obviously, because it's Pop Saga. Like I mean, my theory is that if this is indeed still a nationless unit, then this will probably be Dragon Empire, right? And I mean, even if it isn't just because it's reflecting her, we played purely Dragon Empire in Deluxe 2 during the manga spin, so we're probably seeing that, right? Because if he whips out Stoicheia, then the dream is dead on the generics, and also kind of something me and the mod team are planning, but I'm not going to go into more of that.
Someone in our Discord server did point out to me how when they were showing the different players with their nation flags, Gi was still nationless, so that's probably telling us Gi was still nationless.
Shoot, this is why they pay you the big bucks, Nor. I knew I picked the right man for the Sephiroth episode, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm on my waifu, bro, but I don't know how to. I don't speak for the trees. He does. All right, let's go ahead and get this started.
Okay,
I'm so ridiculously happy. Oh, and it's of course worth noting that up here I still got bingo. So if we see bingo, we're going to hit bingo, fellas. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
We're American now.
Sure, I think California.
Dodgy haters be like, yeah, for real. Oh yeah, I the two people were kind of relying on Donji. Okay, I get that. That's a comparison. See, there's so much like character chemistry and like the history of these guys have really matured over the course of Overdress, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. You know, Divinez just does a lot right overall. It's amazing.
Yeah. It really did. Deluxe begins.
Hey, wait! Is her biggest fan like sitting like right next to her? I think she is, right?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, he definitely got the inside track.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah. It was good for him.
Hi. I certainly do too.
Hell yeah.
Show me Raika versus Akina.
Hell yeah.
Saiken! Dude, I should do that too when we actually do our like YouTube Deluxe. Q believe in my existence.
Oh, we're Raika's first.
Yeah, because he's kind of the guy to beat now. He sort of set the precedent. Technically, he's outperformed Michiru in this tournament too.
Yeah, technically.
Okay, I don't know why she's next though.
I don't know.
I mean, because she's best girl. So wait, no, I get it. Best boy, best girl.
For me.
Gang.
Yeah, you're right.
Berserker.
Alden's still never gonna find it not funny how she's perceived as such an aggressive person, yet and Paul is such a patient deck.
And also, just like in real life, she's like small.
Yeah.
Very petite. Like even Suzu here could probably beat her in an arm
wrestle. Oh, we're up to you, and I'm excited to see what you do. Oh, there's also best girl. Divinez best girl.
There's a lot of like, there's a lot of contenders for that one. I mean, I think that's the real Deluxe, right?
Okay, that's also.
Yeah, I mean, then of course here we go.
A best girl. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
They even give her a slight blush. What the frick? Oh, yeah, every time.
Works for me.
They know what they do with her, man.
I've actually heard of artist technique. If you want to make a character cuter, add a little blush to them at like all times.
I like how Kuon's the genius, right? But doesn't ride Imperio and ride deck. Phantom Samurai Fighter. Shit, bro. That's so much cooler than everyone else. What the hell?
Oh, is he actually part of this?
Oh, okay. Wait, but we have 13 people, so like, where are the other 3 then? I guess we're going to see Diamond in the Rough who performed. I mean, yeah, that actually is what he is. So okay,
yeah,
fair. Akitsu. They're like, whoa, we don't know this guy, but we probably should.
Nah.
Imagine he just like goes X2 drop, and they're like, I see why you disappeared.
Yeah, basically.
Turns out miracles can't be created as often as you thought. Oh, frick! I guess Makoto was in the stand, so it's still just...
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
her emceeing has gotten a lot more tolerable as time went on.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, I actually started kind of enjoying her
players
emceeing.
Are pissed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, this is typical. So who are the others, though? Interesting.
I mean, Yugioh should be one of them, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't have given him so much importance.
Oh, frick. That's something we gotta keep in mind when we do our deluxe. There's actually there's a lottery element to it when there's a tie.
Oh lord.
Ooh. Interesting. Wait. This is a board pause. But what are the so all the noteworthy characters. Wait, where's Michiru? Wait, where's Michiru? So
why is he in the opening?
Oh, he's probably in Group D, and he's just going to sweep it all. So, that's what is Group D are 3 jobbers that they don't even going to pay attention to, and Michiru's just going to move on. But wait, that means that someone from Group D is probably going to pop in, though. Weird.
Wait, if Gi's fighting Mirei, that means... Wait, does that mean Raika's fighting Kagetsu?
I gotta look at this bracket again. There's a lot. There's a lot. We gotta study this for a moment.
Oh boy. Yeah, okay, sorry, folks. We gotta look at this.
Kuon and I. Shoot, dude. This is This is a bracket. Group C is the group to not be in. You do not want to be with these guys. Yeah, GUI looks nationless. So yeah, GUI. This basically confirms it. Sephiroth Gila is just nationless. Then, God, talk about like it's such an obvious tell what you're playing if you're nationless, right? So Etika and now are fighting with it. Wow. Okay, so they're already going to get into that. Shoot. But you know, so okay. Now, by the way, I think Mirei is going to win, and judging from the polls, a lot of people agree with me. I'm
inclined to think that too.
Yeah, like we could talk about who like wins between now and Etika later, and then like theoretically they would have to fight against Mirei. But let's see, Suo and Suzune being in the same bracket, not a coincidence. Sekura and Megami, like that's okay. I bet they might give like Megami like a W here, right? Imagine like it's actually like Senka Suzune, and then Megami just like steamrolls Suo, and it's like what's happening here? God. And then Nexus gets revealed. It's like, hey, so did mine. It's like, oh man.
Oh right, because exactly Deluxe basically allows sideboarding. So
yeah, you can straight up get new cards like that. That is without question.
Also, brother, you gotta fix your freaking double tap or something, because this is just popping and popping. I was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just not gonna touch it.
Oh, poor Raika. He's about to get jobbed, isn't he?
No, Raika's not jobbing.
May I also just say, they're also gonna finally redeem the cuckery that was teasing us with Kuon versus.
He's done for.
They're probably.
Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying the same thing. That's a really bad bracket to be in, dude. Why are you sounding like that?
I don't know. Oh, okay, that's why they're in America. So the Donji part of that?
Wait, they're gonna get Sophie, aren't they? They're still gonna get Sophie as well.
You know, I'm here for it.
Hey, who's ready for Samuel to return?
I'll be sick too. God, give him some relevancy for fuck's sake.
Oh my god, and Victor Max.
Also, I didn't get to finish the thought earlier, but they're finally redeeming the fact that they never gave us Levidras versus.
Oh, she nervous as a mother effort. Dude, it's like the Morikawa thing where he splashes water all over himself. Oh yeah, they are, bro. That is like Fighto. Yeah, let's go. Let's effing go. I want Suo to win.
That's funny.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think now would win, but God, I want Suo to win.
Yeah, I hear that.
All right, Fighto, let's effing go.
Okay, let's do it.
He knows, dude. That's so fourth Wally. What the frick? God.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Man, I swear, that's gonna unironically end up being the best line in this episode, and he's only here for like
probably
2 frames. Oh, she's cute.
She is adorable.
Insanely smart AI. Yeah, you'd think she'd be an underdog here, and she is, but I still think she's gonna win this.
Technically, they technically allowed a CPU to enter the tournament.
To think that the most plot relevant part of freaking Haruka's like character is her eyeballs. Okay, so they do. Okay, so this is how everyone's able to see and hear GUI. That's important. Well, that's certainly better than the glasses, because how the hell was Mirei going to interact with him otherwise?
Well, thank God Haruka's there to help her out too.
Right? Oh yeah, that's right, homie. She got that Oxaya, bro.
Oh yeah.
On God.
Oh, I'm so fucking
Come on,
hyped,
let's go,
so hyped.
Let's have it go. Fighter. Stand up it. Vanguard. Oh, yep. Okay,
Yeah.
new ride lines. New ride lines. What does that mean? I'm gonna look that up.
Oh no, I'll have to look it up later, yeah.
Oh, frick, no ride. You better get the energy generator, bro. Come on.
Put the calamity cards.
That deck's amazing. It's incredibly slow. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so
card.
I like. Yeah, but it's a new beginning. Thank you. Now, please tell me you energy charge every turn.
I'm hoping for that.
Top deck trick mood for discard, so relatable.
Yep.
Anui, okay. Damn, he kind of looks like a horse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, new
holy Uber Batman. Holy Uber rideline skill. That's a new shield and a new sword.
And just added 2 of them to hand.
Enough. Oh no! I hope they haven't power crept the old arms cards. That would be so.
Not.
Well, I mean, at the very least, these are probably backwards compatible, right? Even if so.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, but then again, she's still running Trick Moon. That's actually a little bit odd because this might mean that Boss Sagura has the ability to be treated as Sealed Blaze Bane and Boss Sagura specifically, because Trick Moon's Dress Boost only works based on the arms card equipped to that specific named Vanguard. That one, not a Boss Sagura Vanguard. That one. So she probably has the continuous.
Okay, that's nice. Also, just +2 on first ride. Alright then.
That's good, yeah, because you could just like dump and throw them back on. That's good.
Okay, yeah, he's playing Dragon Empire.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good confirmation. Auspicious transmogrification. Wow, someone really whipped out the dictionary for that one. Thank God I understand what it means.
I got the thesaurus out. Great, that means they can call. Yo, it fixes epic ride line. It gets energy and it lets you actually early commit. Oh my God, that already solves like 60% of what made Dragon Tree bad, bro. That's huge. Oh, yeah. I also didn't realize Drifagil's in the background of that art.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's growing, right? So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, like, shoot, man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
yep, there it is.
Marker.
Okay, okay, so we were correct. They are still using. They are still using Dragon Tree markers.
Good. That's on theme. That's Gucci.
Yep.
Shoot.
Okay. No indication of a skill, so I'm assuming it does something that we just don't need to worry about yet.
Yeah, she didn't ask back, so it's likely it's a ride over.
As well. There's also another Hydreigon just now, so...
Yeah.
You got with the Great 2 Hydreigon, so that means it's still a very heavy Hydreigon focus.
Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be the Hydreigon type or if it's just looking for markers, right? But I guess also even just Mask of Hydreigon would be good for this deck, right? I'd imagine. Coming Fortune. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of things to analyze here. I'm glad you're really on the Griffo stuff because we got to see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, let's see. This OST. Ooh.
Oh, we're bringing it back. Nice.
Breath of the Stars. Oh, it grows from the ground because it's not descending from the planet. It's growing from the... Oh, I love the inversion of that.
Also, it looks a lot less violent doing that now.
Yeah. Hey, let's go. Recycle. Doesn't that sound familiar to me, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, can you rewind real fast? I want to see the grade. I didn't get to see the grade.
Yeah, that was a 10. That was definitely a 10.
So it is still a 10. Okay, so it has a similar effect from before.
Yeah. Now, I mean, would it be funny if it actually does gain grades? Like I'm thinking, it's like, okay, I now have a grade 15 Vanguard or something. One for marker, baby.
Oh, I just realized he also doesn't put them all back in the ride deck. Because he still has all of his soul.
Wait, but okay, then there's no OT condition there probably.
There's no OT condition. Yeah, because his ride deck is empty.
Wow, and that's another. That's also huge because you get the soul. Because Griffo had like such major soul problems.
Yep.
Wow. God, this is probably already better than original Griffo. We haven't even seen what its effects are.
By 20 miles.
Okay.
Okay.
Real convenient they made that ahead of time for this. Okay, Mask of Hydreigon makes sense. Nice hit.
Going to ride.
Energy blast. So he's been gaining energy.
Ooh, oh, he gets
on the same marker. Oh yeah! Oh my god! Double bar. Oh, that. I mean, he do be a good AI, bro. He's definitely better than that Yugioh Pro AI, homie.
Oh wait, also keep in mind he also has the soul to actually use it.
Yes, he can use that and the Draco Baticles. If there's a retire, he can proc those. He gets it. Ooh. Whoa. So that's the green plant theming. It's growing, it's building energy. I wonder if there's an energy win condition here then. Whoa.
Ooh, that's fascinating.
I gotta stop pausing. It's just that there's so much. This is such a like a
dense
episode.
We're both too excited. We love analyzing it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a scary day still. So obviously no removing cards this time for Yugioh.
Yeah, those cards just stay there.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yeah, very.
Which also means then that it keeps the pseudo +3 of simply not writing, or rather, not discarding for red, I should say.
Which also means Yugioh doesn't get a crit then for having 3 or more markers.
At least we haven't seen anything like that yet. He didn't mention it, but she wasn't afraid of it.
Oh, no, yeah, because he has 5 markers out already, and he just got a critical trigger, and he only dealt 2 damage, so that means
okay, that's also confirmation. Yeah, she probably would have blocked it if...
Yeah, probably would have PG'd or something to make sure.
Oh, it's nice they're using Divine's Arrow OST for this moment. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
The joy of dressing it as something interesting. So, yeah, he really hit the key word, right? Like, if we were doing Spark Notes on Wildress, that's one.
Yeah, truly.
God, this is such a cool fight already, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know we needed this. I didn't know we needed this. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be sticking with Drago for Deluxe, but holy hell, Yugioh does
I know, right? Whoever plays Sephiroth, they're in for a treat, it looks like. And I still don't think we've seen everything.
Oh, absolutely not. It definitely looks like it's still a ramp deck.
Interesting. Come on, baby, let's go. Ooh, sheesh. She really hit the curb your enthusiasm.
She's like, get ready to get body scrub.
Alright. No, we're pausing.
Oh, here we go.
What's up, girl? Damn, she was glow up. Damn.
Oh, yeah, and she's smiling too. With the lipstick.
Oh, she just dumps and arms. Okay, so what does this do? This is the shield.
Okay, makes sense.
Well, more like one deck.
Yeah, it's the only deck.
Yeah, I like how she is explaining that.
Yeah.
Shield draws
Okay,
on
nice.
arm? That's huge! We don't need spears. You energy charge too. Oh, Shabda? New card. Ooh, that's great for filtering. You can reliably run a lot of arms cards. That's incentivizing the toolboxing.
Okay.
Yeah, there they go!
This is not needed anymore.
Let they go, dude! Yeah. This is all I
DTS
ever
not
wanted.
needed anymore. Yeah.
Already 10 out of 10. Let they go. Okay.
So I just say her light game is on point.
Oh yeah,
Can I just
100%, 120%, bro.
say?
But you already got the power dress boost.
God damn.
Okay, so we keep that.
That's
That's
the same.
consistent. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna grow him back or something.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, you attacked with the rear guard first. Why'd you do that?
Oh no.
Oh frick! It restands, doesn't it?
Oh no. Wait.
Wait, it gives a drive? No
Ooh,
gun.
okay.
Yeah, and there's the dress
That
with
works.
confirmation. It's treated as original boss Akina.
Yeah, seems like
Okay,
it.
we still run Violet.
I'm gonna assume that rearguard retires itself. That's the reason why she had to attack with it first.
Maybe because oh no, Rainbow. Yeah, I mean, dude, that front trigger tells me it's a.
Oh, it's a
come
roll.
on! Fine, whatever. It's an upgrade.
Oh my
And
God.
that's a confirmation that it's still treated as a Griffogila, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like
That, yeah, 20,000 power. Yep, that's confirmation. That's a Griffogila Vanguard still.
Yep.
Oh, she has to give it back. Interesting. So that's the card balance with that. Her energy charging is fascinating because I wonder what her cost for the retire and critical is now because it seems like there's less soul building.
Yep.
Ooh, what's this? What's this noise? It's oddly menacing.
Yep. Wait, so it gets. Oh, so now it gets. Ooh, oh, that's so good.
Wow, that's way better than the critical.
Oh, absolutely. I'll get my thoughts on that afterwards. But yeah. Oh, he got another one.
And what did we say? He has the soul for it. He has the soul.
Oh yeah.
Huh. I wonder if she's limited to 4 attacks or if she can also 5 attack with that. I wonder.
Yeah, maybe. Hard to say.
Ooh, okay. So up to 4. They didn't show defensive. Okay, so she's taking a try. She might not have gone defensive there. That could be bad. Come on, Mirei. You just gotta survive this turn, bro. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yes, if to assume she will.
Please don't just randomly check OT. Okay. Ooh, that drop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, better than sex.
Which one?
I know, thank you. Please specify. Probably the one with less markers on it or something. Oh, shield. Okay, what is it? It's
Okay,
literally
plus
shield
20
times 2.
now.
That's strong. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
good guard. She still has 4 cards in hand. She can stop this. She can stop this one
Oh, yeah.
cold.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, okay, guarding with the shop, and that's really smart because it can res. Okay.
Okay.
Good guards.
I'm wondering if that Bear Lord is indicative of something.
She guarded. Yeah, it's where she got rid of Vanguard. Either she's breaking the hand, or she can get it back with like Cindy, because Cindy is a support card. Ooh,
Oh, she's doing the thing.
plot. The best theme song for the best character. Oh damn, we don't look happy with that. Is
No,
this
he's ready.
very not completely not an
Preparing
antagonist
himself.
anymore? Okay. Right. You still energy charge and call. Wait.
Oh, she just had another one.
Wait. You can superior overdress. Oh, I trust it.
I told you she was gonna do it.
I'm sorry for the mic, by the way, but
I told you she's almost definitely gonna overdress when the drop zone at some point.
oh,
She did it again.
static bonus on a continuous skill.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, wait, don't tell me she could restand. Oh my god,
Oh boy.
this is not the same deck. This
Nope.
is a different beat.
Oh,
You're cooked, bro. I don't care if you're an AI. You cooked.
Oh yeah. That triple drive ain't meaning shit right now.
It's just the dress boost. So that's plus 50,000 power to the front row, by the way.
Well, they went all out with the animation on
Yeah.
their character,
Okay.
by the
Now
way.
we gain some good. We
Oh,
gain some
shit.
good food. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, bro. That lipstick.
Yeah, truly.
Let's have it go. Let's have it go. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
shield.
care. Daikai's just skill. What do they cost? Probably
I
Counter
don't
Blast.
know. Or energy blasts. I don't know. Hard to say.
Wait, the Aeroclad has an extension. Oh, this OST is extended on. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's look familiar. Damn, I like how they're like, it's an OT and it's just crit. It's all it needs.
Yep.
Oh, because he only had 3 damage, isn't he?
Yeah, so basically he has enough to guard everything else, but not sure if he has enough to guard this.
They took different guarding strategies. She
Oh,
took early, he took later.
PG. Oh, that kind of hurts.
That stings. No, come on, bro. Come on. Don't do it. Don't pull crap. Come on. Anime finish. Anime finish. Anime finish. No!
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Amazing. I love that. Freaking love that fight.
Oh,
Those
great.
units, amazing. We're gonna geek the F out after this is over.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna have to rewind a lot.
No, that's Damn. Well, I mean, he certainly can't control his emotions, can he?
He is basically a little kid, so.
Aw. Damn, he had that brand.
Why doesn't he just do that naturally? He's part of the web, isn't he?
Shoot. Oh, they probably would set up like the hologram, the holographic stuff over there, right? Like
that's
one
true.
of those bases. Oh, that's cute.
No, he's basically acting like Trick Moon or Trickstar.
Aw. Man, the mascot game is always good.
Oh, truly.
He's closer to his answer, I bet. Are you fired up for the skies to fall?
Bro, I'm ready to play some standard after this. Goddamn.
I know, right? I just want to I want these cards now. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
same. I need to see what Sephiroth Gala does.
jar of caramels. Ooh. God, our two new characters are haunted. Okay, now tell us more about Oxide. That's a cute chibi. She's like, that's right, I beat the AI.
Yeah.
I'm goated. I want you to play Bob
Those
Sakura.
freaking legs, man.
Oh, yes. Okay, so it's a 1-for-1.
Okay.
They
Bro,
really
I
adopted the
told you
violence.
that had potential for that to happen.
Dude, yeah. Alright, so who's Susanne fighting? Who's Susanne fighting? I had a theory earlier it was going to be against Kuon, but I guess we're going to find out. Oh, shoot!
Oh,
I
I'm
feel
so sorry,
bad for
Stenka.
Claudio, dude. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Stenka. I'm sorry.
We don't need to make a prediction about... Oh, wow, dude.
Well, funny
I
enough,
don't even
it's
think you
basically-
can, like, cook a robot, right?
Yep. Although funny enough, it's basically going to be Branke versus Branke because we have confirmation that Polyphonic's going to use Shadow Army tokens. So
Shoot, man. I don't even want to talk about that right now, just for the sake of
yeah.
viewers.
Oh,
but,
I know. Yeah, I know.
you know, it's so weird. You know, if I had a nickel for every time, like, an ever-evolving AI would lose their introductory fight in this tournament, I'm about to have 2 nickels.
Bro, truly.
I'm about to have 2 because of poor Baldio, bro. What the hell?
Bro,
It's
for real.
Importio.
Oh, truly.
Oh, okay, but enough reacting about that. That's not the point. That's next week. We have to talk about this week, Noir. So, what do you think about the tree? We'll start with the tree. They say ladies first, but oh man, I believe more in best for last.
Yeah. Sephiroth Gala, massive upgrades. So one thing I didn't want to mention because I was going to be a very long tangent. 1 week, I lapped the shit out of Griffo when it first came out, and one issue that freaking deck always had was no card advantage. So that's the reason why I always favored the Stoicheia build, because if you get Yi Wandering Souls, the combo is you get the Mask Grabber,
You do drive loop, right? Because you're supposed to like discard order for Yandere Souls and then recur back order and then do it again every turn.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, that's the combo for Stoichia. For me, that was the best, so you can maintain some form of card advantage. Now, because Sephiroth gets a drive, we need to know more about what the condition is to get that drive. But the fact that Odium gets it at all is very, very good because it helps with the tankiness so much more now.
If I recall correctly, the condition was 5 or more. 5 or more markers. Here, let me see if I can.
Oh, Macy didn't get 5 already. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he got them really quickly because Griffo's giving 1 every turn. Corrosive was giving 1, and then he also got like 2 for the initial ride line.
I'm forgetting the fact that because it's not Griffo Seed, he's not getting 2 Dragon Tree markers immediately off the ride.
There we go. Yeah, 5 circles with a Dragon Tree marker. Wait, if it's 5 circles with a drag, so it's not even based on the number of markers he needs. So that's interesting. That means he probably has at least 6 then. And so that makes sense because he's also been CBing for these to get markers. So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so
basically, the reason why he didn't have it the last turn, so he had probably 5 or more markers in total, but he wanted to buff up his Asperity, so he stacked the marker instead of like just spreading it out. I'm assuming anyway.
And what's interesting about that is that was probably a misplay because if he could dig 1 card deeper, he would have seen that PG.
Yeah, or hell, even if he could dug another card deeper, he could have seen that another corrosive smoke signal on off that one too.
Yeah, those were some real defensive cards, weren't they, man?
Because I was just thinking, like, oh god, that hurts, man. When you just need that 1 PG and then you damage check it.
That's terrible, right? That's interesting that there's that condition right there. One thing about like the board state with Boss Saga here is it's kind of hard to tell where her resources are coming in. Like right here. When she's burning out both of them, right? Now check this out. She's only got
that's 1 CB.
She's only got 1 CB. Now Trick Moon is a counter charger, right? So we can then presume that because she didn't resolve a single heal trigger over the course of this game, that she is only CB'd twice, right? By this point. So I'm trying to think about where the counter blast is coming from. I
know.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm probably looking too deep into it, but looking at the way the card stacked, it looks like she's only got like 1 or 2 soul in there. So I'm assuming she does soul blast still for the retire.
It's also possible that the part of that is whatever shield was because she didn't hard arm shield. I think she armed shield off of Holly Botcher, right? So she didn't hard arm that, and I don't think she even hard armed this. She did 1. She did 1 by herself, and she did 1 off skill of Oxaya. So maybe the CB is coming from the skill of Oxaya to arm herself. She CBs for that, right? That would make sense because she's used that skill twice and immediately refunded the first one, and then she'll have to CB for the third time, but second one here when she would go into Vylord next turn. So, but wait, no, hold on a second. This is turn 3, right? So wait, no, this is turn 3, then that doesn't make sense because she already tricked Moons in his backup one, so she CB'd twice. Yep. That means there's 2 different CBs. So, No,
Can you go back to when she's energy charged?
Yeah, okay. I know where the second CB came from. It came from Shabda's revival skills because Shabda CBs in order to kill.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I need to see how many cards she actually energy charged. Because if she energy charged 3, because she went second, so she should have 9 if she didn't use, and she didn't energy blast out of the draw. So
I don't think she even I don't think they even show it. They just show the call. No, that looks like 1.
Yeah, she just energy charged 1. So
what's the goal there?
I don't know. So I'm going to assume otherwise. So I'm assuming she doesn't energy. She's not like Christopher where she energy charges 3. Maybe she literally just only energy charges 1, like Seifert. So that's why she didn't feel the need to energy blast into anything.
The resources are key here. The power level is definitely there, right? And what's so strong about this is that this deck now has taken the original Boss Saga to play pattern, right? Back when we got the first 2, and then especially when we were getting around to the spear, right, and the gun was you would have 2 stability arms and you'd have 2 aggression arms, right? The aggression arms got rid of themselves and the stability arms stayed there, right? That's why they're stability. And spear was key because it was also a draw power. So they have taken spear and Spear and Shield, the 2 stabilities, and they've just made it like into one. It draws and shields even better. So that thing is an incredible arms card. Meanwhile, right, you get power. You get power from sword and you get drive from gun, but you have to get rid of them, right? This one is like that too. She's throwing back on the sword, and sword gives drive and power, but then it has to go afterwards. But that's not from sword skill, it's from Akaya this time, right? But it makes sense that she's keeping shield and not doing it from Akaya because you'll just get back sword. So that so that's fascinating from sort of like the 3,000-foot view that they've sort of like embodied multiple of the arms cards relative toolboxing elements into just a couple arms, which the thing that really is huge about that is the consistency of this deck, right? Because you had so many different tools. Oh, what's up?
A thought occurred to me. Maybe she needs 10 energy because, well, maybe not necessarily. Like they're not necessarily going to energy blast 5, but maybe that's the cost for the restand. The restander costs energy. That's the reason why she's saving it. It's like, sort of like how it's sort of like how Shalhoub is for Alcalibra.
Yeah, I could see that. And you know what? Maybe something to support that is she's not running a Parla. And a Parla is energy blast to call itself when you arm. Yeah. She's still opting for Shabda, which means then that energy is probably called for from other things. And CB is perhaps ironically the open resource, relatively speaking. I mean, speaking of, where's the Soul Blast coming in? Vylord built Soul. She didn't. I mean, I'm guessing the Soul Blast is still just the basic front row retire and critical, right? Like that has probably remained unchanged. Which, I mean, I'll take it. That skill was always good. Like that skill was never a bad skill. It aged like fine wine. So shoot, this is just a fascinating deck overall. Is there anything else we want to look out for here? Or have we like more or less taken everything into account?
Can you go back to Sephiroth Gil's first grade 10 turn, because I want to see if that ever gained. If I don't think he specified a gaining power, so
it gains power. It gains 5 for each marker.
Okay, so that's what happened. Yeah. I guess 5 for each circle with a marker.
Because on the Persona Ride swing, it gained 25,000 specifically. So so that's interesting. You can get a lot of markers, but if you're like stacking on circles, it's for the benefit of the rear guard, not for the Vanguard. And it's scaling. So
I guess in a way did kind of prove the theory correct in that like it is a lot more focused on rear guard buffing, but it actually still has a big Vanguard emphasis as well, so which I actually very much like. I like how it's a lot more well-rounded there.
Yeah, it's such a stable deck now, right? Like this feels like a deck that isn't
fitting because the giant tree rooted in the ground.
Yeah, and it's like wow, right? It's so cool. But now I gotta say, right? Like one thing about this as well that's like really worth noting as far as like this deck is concerned is because its resource game is so good now. You have like the way you can access nations is so much better than original Grifo-Gila, right? You don't have the soul problems, you don't have the lack of energy, so you really can use just about any generic from any nation, and this thing can be a part of any nation. So I am so fascinated by like how this will pop up because it's stable now. It's not for a gimmicky win con, but you know one thing that's really funny about this? What if you ride Grifo-Gila Vortex? What
the hell happened? What happened?
I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, what if you still ride Grifo-Gila Vortex, right? Because you still get the Escatala Gui, and then when it attacks, you can't, if you don't remove a Calamity card, right, you can choose a trigger in the ride deck and reveal it, right? So the reason why this would be important is because of Escatala Gui, which has the effect to put a trigger into the ride deck. So is it just me? Maybe I'm wrong about this, but is Vortex faster now?
At the very least, going into it is going to be a lot less painful now because Sephiroth Gil is just a much better Vanguard now.
Yeah, like I almost wonder if Bushiroad realized that the Vortex would do this, right? So hold up a second. Where's Escatala Gui token, right? So the way it works, right? I want to explain. So you need to discard, right? Like this to do the whole draw, get Dragon Tree marker, but you don't need to do that. What you need is this.
Persona Blast for this second effect. Yeah.
Right, but what you need is the first effect here, right? So at the beginning of your main phase, so you're already riding and getting this in turn 4, you search for a trigger unit, put it in the ride deck, right? And then you call it high trigger. So why not just put the over trigger and then swing with Vortex and activate the over trigger?
I'm sure you could try that. I guess we'll have to find out once we actually see the card, because
yeah, because I think that works, right? Like you can do this, like, because it says choose a trigger, activate all of its trigger effects and additional effects. It says that. So did they just make Vortex a turn 4 card? Because if they did, I'm a little concerned by that. I just had to really bring this up.
In fairness, it could also Vortex, I feel like, would be a bit more of a gimmicky card, just because, like, it's effectively still a grade 4. It's basically the equivalent of a grade 4 for like a normal deck, so except it doesn't have triple drive. So
you know what? I think I have a theory more. Continuous on the Vanguard circle. This card is regarded as Dragon Tree of Ecliptic Decimation, Griff Agila. Also, you cannot ride guards without Seraph Agila in their card name.
Huh, that could be an interesting way to make sure it stays
no more Vortex, because otherwise Vortex in turn 4.
Yeah, Vortex would get out of hand here.
Who was ready for Divine's GZ? But yeah. So I don't think they're going to do that though. Boss Saga is insane. So we've already analyzed, right? Like Vortex for the most part. Wow, I definitely picked a hell of a frame.
Like everything, like with the arms aside, I think easily the best part of this card is the fact that now you can overdress from the drop zone. And I'm also going to forever continue to say I fucking called it.
Yeah, you definitely, like, we both had a really big I called it moment with this, right? I mean, I think even for both sides, right? Because you had the whole, like, rearguard emphasis on Dragon Trees, which maybe it's a little vague. I also kind of had a called it moment, but in a really unexpected way with the grades. Because it's the Griffo seat that's getting the grades.
I mean, you did call it with the ride up. With the effectively with the ride up effect, you did get that one. You
the whole get the energy. I guess I didn't even think about that, but I mean, I just figured that was like most people probably would have expected that, right?
Yeah, I want to see those blessing cards actually have effects when they get put into soul now, instead of like as opposed to the calamity cards.
He sure wasn't using it. Unless that's what they were, was to get energy, right? When it's put into the soul from effect of Sephiroth Seed, you get 3 energy, which I guess it's clever. I guess that is unironically probably the most, like, the way to not make Sephiroth Seed like a paragraph long or whatever, although it probably already has to be.
Not the size of Neon Gize.
Neon Gize was ridiculous, right? It's more than a lot of Vanguards. So Boss Saga here, but I don't think Boss Saga necessarily be tier 1, but here's the thing, Boss Saga has a lot of tools at its disposal now, right? So one thing I really didn't know is how many arms cards we gain with her, and I know for a fact that she's backwards compatible with old arms cards because of the whole name thing. So that means that we can still use old arms cards, but the question is, would we? And the answer to that is not really, aside from the set 12 arms cards. You can still run a Sudia, which will recur you back your sword, and then you can also run a Tivashtir, your axe, and then your axe at end of turn fetches shield. Shield, when armed, draws a card, and it has the really powerful 20k. Like, I mean, there you go. We were talking about the power creep. 10 ain't enough, right? Which is the reason why I don't like draw triggers and like front triggers. So it seems Boss Saga agrees. Draw trigger shield doesn't matter, but front trigger shield matters. Now, I think from there, there's I still question the resourcing, but it's still really good. Although, you know, one thing that's really great, I'm pretty sure because they made Halibadra win Rotapon because they were tired of people running Boss Saga to ride line and DE, because DE generics is just that bad. But and I mean, honestly, we don't need it anymore. We have freaking Virgila ride line now for that. So thankfully, its time has passed. But yeah, I bet Bushy might have been just a little annoyed that, you know, the creativity of players actively like sets them.
This is how we're supposed to play the game.
Yeah, you know, like we're just so exploitive, right? So I really hope that they understand that about us players to the point that they don't let Vortex become an interaction here. But I'm still on that, by the way. But yeah, I would say that Boss Saga Kagura is really solid right now, but with her, we need to see the cards and the effects to condition. But I ironically, right, despite the fact that it was really hard to guess what Sephiroth would do, it's a lot more laid bare what we're going to see from the play pattern, how good it is, right? Like, we can almost like actively assess right here that it's a massive upgrade, and it's a deck that is going to be at least competent and with good build variety. Like, I think with that one, you like another thing about that card, right? Like, we didn't even talk about this aspect of Sephiroth, which is like really important, right?
Ooh, I just thought of a fun idea for Sephiroth. I have an idea for Brandgate, because now I can actually play Howling Moon. I might actually be able to play Howling Moonlit Night now on turn 2.
Yeah, because it's your grades, right?
Yeah, because his grades keep going up, right?
Right. Now, one thing I think I saw Sephiroth call a card, right?
Yes, he looked at top 5.
Yeah, and it's dude, energy blasting for a marker and calling off top 5 is a dummy good skill. Like, I look at Skyfall Arms like, man, yeah, you were from a bygone era. You had to discard for 3.
Like, bro, just imagine, like, for Brandgate build with World Orders, if you play Howling Moon at Night the turn before, and then you play another one, so you get Abyssal Dark Knight. Then you activate Sephiroth. You get to call Dadai, who gets a counterblast one call to another Shadow Army token.
Ooh, that's I like the spice there.
Basically, like +3, basically.
Shoot, yeah. I mean, that's really good. Like that's just unequivocally good, right? And another one I want to think about is Keter, because Keter has like the new and improved Dragon Shield Wretch already. Now, I'm not sure, but I mean, I guess you could still
Dragon Empire has it too.
Yeah, which is why, and Dragon Empire has a generic restander, so I'm pretty sure Dragon Empire wins even harder this time around. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see, right? There might be some really crazy stuff, but now this deck is actually legitimately one of the coolest decks in Standard. I think it's going to be, because it really uses the card pool of the nations more than any nation could possibly could. It's just going to be so fascinating. Like, I could deadass see someone main Sephiroth and say and they will just look at every set. They'll just look at every set and empirically analyze. All right, I'm waiting for them to print this effect, this kind of effect, to make this theory work, right? Like, that's where it is with that deck. So shoot, really good. Okay, one last thing before we leave it at that, right? So the brackets right there were kind of interesting, and so that's kind of like how they're going to get Michiru to be in there, right? Without having like to deal with the whole other 3. So they're either going to be fodder, or it's going to be Samuel, Sophie Bell, and Donji, and that's the other 3. And it's like, okay, fine, we'll get more of the Wildress cast. It makes sense. But my question here, right, that I'm going to pose to you, the audience, and also my co-host here is, Erica versus Now is probably coming up here in just a minute. Who wins that?
Oh god, that's really hard, because honestly, both have very valid reasons, writing wise and character wise, to win. So I would have no idea, honestly. Which honestly makes that more exciting, because I'm curious to see how that goes. I'm almost tempted to say Now, just because it's Now. But also at the same time, with Erika getting so much love, it's so hard to actually figure out what to get in their heads right now.
What's tough is that they both need the win about as much, you know. Realistically speaking, they both have a lot to prove out there. So it's sort of like this one where we really couldn't tell who wins. Like, a lot of us thought Mirei, but I noticed there was a lot of y'all who was like, you know, but then again, it is GUI, and she might not need the win. So people were starting to doubt themselves. They were really starting to think that she might do it.
I was very confident that Mirei was going to win, because I mentioned this before, but part of GUI's big character like flaw that he had to overcome was learning to accept to lose, and that losing has to be a fundamental part of learning to grow stronger, which might seem counterproductive to an AI, but that's why he had to learn that. So him losing here would be a good way to show that he actually grew from his loss and actually learned to accept how to lose better. Whereas Mirei, I don't see a point in her losing here, aside from just jobbing and just doing her dirty. So from a story standpoint,
makes sense too.
Mirei was gonna win.
Right. It also makes sense because they acknowledge right away that she's like, yeah, you have all the data on me, right? And it's like, well, I don't have the data on you today, and that matters because here comes Oxaya, right? So realistically speaking, there was some unknown variables here for GUI, I imagine. So as a result, and as we know from a lot of Vanguard tournaments, you can kind of just bring random new crap to the tournament. They'll just allow it because it's the Vanguard anime. So I mean, he just kind of had to deal with the fact that she was whipping out what's effectively a whole new deck on him. And he could only kind of assume what she's going to do, and he didn't really care too much about it, right? Like he really played into her a bit. He gave her the counter blast. He also gave her the front row to wipe out. He just didn't care about that. So like realistically speaking, what was GUI going to do here? Like he is a super smart AI, but he has limits. It has been expressed in the manga as well. So I think this was a reasonable outcome. I like that they added in that little tidbit because it makes it a lot more believable because I know a lot of eagle-eyed viewers are out there going to be like, well, I don't really see how this should happen lore-wise.
I mean, in fairness, despite keeping an AI, I think there's actually a lot of players who actually are like him. Actually, I think I consider myself very similar to him in that, like, more often than not, at least in my case, my skill comes more from knowing the opponent's deck and knowing how to react to it specifically.
Yeah,
that's why I play test a lot. So if someone throws a curveball at me, I'm just like, so that I get knocked off my rocker. Then all of a sudden, okay, I don't know what to do. I mean, actually, G actually touched on this as well because Tayo was like that. He basically just maxed out as much stats into figuring out Chrono's current deck. So when he got thrown for a loop, he got completely thrown off his game, and then that's why he lost. So
and honestly, it kind of reminds me, and I'll make this last little point, and then we could probably wrap it up here, right? But I guess something to really put into perspective here is that they're very different fighters, right? In Dungeons and Dragons, I know it's very random tangent, but believe me, there's a reason for this. Just bear with me for a second, right? In Dungeons and Dragons, there are 6 basic attributes to a playable character, right? And 3 of them aren't really relevant here. You know, strength, dexterity, constitution. We don't care about those, right? What we actually care about are the other ones, which is intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, right? And I think card fighting has a lot of that with players, right? Where some are intelligence players, some are wisdom players, and some are charisma players, right? Charisma players are the happy-go-lucky ones, the ones who actually kind of like believe in a miracle and they sort of like work on the fly and kind of just feel it out. Akina is a great example. Akina kind of like believes in it. He does implement some intelligence elements of a lot of like very extensive deck building there here and there, but he definitely kind of went with the flow for a bit, right? So he's a good example of a charisma one. You and GUI are more of like the intelligence ones, right? Where you kind of have to like you do a lot of your card fighting off the table, right? That's what it means to be a strategist player, right? But Mirei, right? And
it's ironic because I'm a horrible strategy player.
Like you plan your game and play your plan. So the Mirei here is a wisdom player, right? And I kind of fall more in line with this, where she makes her plays based off of what's happened before, right? So for instance, when she's fighting Haruka, she's like, I know this one's going to come to me, right? And it's not because she's feeling lucky. It's because she kind of like knows from experience that she tends to be able to dig into it, right? Like this is where the compression lines up, and she's also just very wise because she kind of understands which arms she needs for the situations, even when she doesn't know what she's fighting against, right? Like even though she didn't know that like what Gravilia Mass did, she's still armed correctly. She did that very well. So I think she has a lot of wisdom to kind of understand that based on like what game states are popping up. You know, she's analyzing that bit of it, past experience, kind of like driving her skills here. And I'm a lot like that too, which helps a lot because I play so much on stream and off stream that it definitely adds to the Borg there. But that's enough about me, right? So I guess that would be another question to pose to all of you as we like close it out for the day, right? Is which player are you, right? Are you a intelligence player, a wisdom player, or a charisma player? I'd be fascinated to know what your guys' thoughts are about that down below because it's kind of an interesting idea. Heck, I might actually make a whole video about it if it ends up getting a lot of traction in the comments here. Right? Any closing thoughts before we call it a video?
I need to know what the cards actually do. Stat.
Same. Can we fast forward to Tuesday and then subsequently Thursday, please? Thank you.
Let me time leap there, please.
Let me time leap there. I mean, that's less cringe than the one girl at the Bushy Roads like Witcher conference saying, "I would like to time leap there," and like it sounds kind of cringe. Anyway, that's either here or there. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for today's reaction. If you guys did like this reaction, do be sure to catch up to the other reactions from the past couple weeks. We're only the 3rd episode in, so you've definitely got a easy journey to catch up if you haven't already. If you have caught up and you're looking for other Vanguard content, then look no further. We've got loads of that here. We've got top 10s, discussions, fight nights, the whole shebang, so check it out. And if you like what you see, consider leaving a subscribe and turn on notification bell for the next time I upload a video. And with all that said, take care. God bless.
Peace.